Rice water has had its moments, but what if I told you there's a gentler, more powerful alternative that doesn't leave your hair feeling like sour smell or dry? Today, I'm sharing a simple but yet effective DIY spray that has been a game changer for my natural hair journey. And yes, it's also packed with nutrients that your hair will love. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So if you're all about healthy, long thriving natural hair, you're in the right place. In this video, I'll show you exactly how I make my Fenugreek spray, why it works, and how I apply it to keep my hair moisturized, strong, and growing healthy. To start with, I'm going to be needing Fenugreek, of course. Fenugreek has a lot of properties. It helps to moisturize your hair, it strengthens your hair, because it's rich in nicotinic acid and protein. It helps to strengthen your hair shaft and reduces hair breakage. Of course, if your hair is not breaking, you're going to retain more length. So it also stimulates hair growth because it's high in iron, and it also helps to promote blood circulation to the scalp and encourages healthy hair follicles. So why do I prefer Fenugreek over rice water? I will let you know that in a bit, but then let's make some Fenugreek tea. So I have my spatula just for stirring, and of course you can use a spoon. Then I have this little measuring spoon right here. I'm going to be using 3 of that. You can use any measuring spoon of your choice. Then it depends on the quantity you are actually trying to make. Then I just pour in my hot water. The reason why I'm using hot water, because of course you can use any water of your choice. You can just use that, but I'm using hot water because I intend to use this immediately. So I wanted the soaking period to be less. You have to leave this for a couple of hours to really get the juice of this fenugreek, but I needed to use it, so I used hot water instead, and in a couple of hours I got what I wanted. So it's going to turn kind of golden yellowish, darker color. The longer you leave it in, the more darker the color becomes. So this is what I was able to get, and this is what I'm going to be working with because I needed to use this to moisturize my hair. So I'm going to show you how I moisturize my hair. Of course, not entirely everything because I already have videos of how I moisturize my hair, but this is just basically how I apply this on my hair. I spritz this all over my hair, my scalp, totally every single angle, every inch of my scalp, and make sure to saturate it with this fenugreek tea because it's very rich and I love it a lot. So the reason why I prefer fenugreek over rice water is because even though rice water is protein rich, it can sometimes cause stiffness or protein overload. For low porosity hair, it can cause protein overload. Fenugreek, on the other hand, is a deeply moisturizing ingredient. It helps to reduce shedding, it suits your scalp, it encourages fast hair growth, all without that dry, crunchy feeling that I feel when I use rice water. Plus, I don't have to deal with rice smell when it's left in my hair for too long. So that is why I prefer fenugreek over rice water. Now I'm just applying my oils on my scalp so that I can massage my scalp, because you don't want to apply any form of liquid on your hair, on your scalp, and just leave it like that. No, it's not going to work that way. You need an oil or hair cream or scalp cream, whatever it is you use to seal in moisture. You need that to be able to seal that liquid you have applied in. So for me, it's oil for my scalp. I don't use anything other than oils on my scalp. So I use that. I massage my scalp. By the way, I have an electric scalp massager, but right now it wasn't close to me, so I decided to just use my fingers because your fingers still work. So I still go ahead to apply lots and lots of this water. Make sure to hydrate my hair. By the way, my hair is still in braids. We are still I think almost at month 2 of this mini braid challenge. So this helps me to keep my braids moisturized, hydrated, and I do this about 2 to 3 times in a week. So this is something that I always do. Then follow up with my leave-in conditioner, my oil, my cream, basically the LOC method. Do not ever apply water, spray, whatever it is, fenugreek, cloves on your hair without sealing in the moisture with an oil or an hair cream, because your hair is going to dry out and your hair is going to break. That is it, guys, because I hear a lot of people saying clove water dry out my hair, this dry out my hair. Guys, you need to seal the moisture in. You're applying water to moisturize your hair, you're applying hair teas to moisturize your hair, but if you leave it in a couple of minutes, it's going to evaporate, everything is going to dry out. So the idea is to put that in and then use an oil to lock it up, so that it takes a while, it takes hours or even days before your hair can completely dry up. At that time, you're now ready to remoisturize your hair. So since I added fenugreek spray to my routine, I've seen noticeable difference in my hair's thickness and length retention. It's been very helpful on my protective style. Like I said, I'm in my mini braids, so make sure you don't sleep on this one, because your hair deserves the best. Yes, your hair deserves the best. Always do this regularly, because it's the consistency that with which you do something that actually produces the right result. You don't use it for just maybe 1 week, 2 weeks, and you're already tired of it, or you already think that it's not working. You have to do it the right way and consistently do it, so that you can see a noticeable result. So that is all I have for you guys in today's video. I've moisturized my hair, even though I didn't show fully how I moisturized my hair, because I didn't want this video to be a long one. I already have videos of how I moisturize my hair. I'm going to leave links on the cards above or in the description box, so if you want to watch that, you can go and watch that. Then I tuck the ends of my hair as usual. If you know me, you know this is how I do it. So I tuck the ends of my hair, and yeah, I call it a day. Thank you guys for watching. I hope this video helps you. If it did, don't forget to like, share and comment. Subscribe for more natural hair tips and DIYs. By the way, I have lots of DIY on my DIY playlist. I'm going to leave that in the description box as well. You're going to find a lot of DIYs that can help you to achieve your hair goals. If you've tried fenugreek before, let me know in the comment section, or even if it's rice water you're using, let me know in the comment section how you feel about it, and I'll be there to connect with you all. Until next time, make sure you stay consistent and keep growing and nurturing your hair strands. I'll see you all in my next video. Bye bye.